Hello everybody, this is Patio Frutal. Today we're going to be harvesting jujubes. Jujubes are a Chinese fruit original from China. It's been growing in the US for about 100 years, but not many people know about it. So today we're going to show some of what we call exotic that you can grow in the cold climate of New England. So we're going to be harvesting some of this up here. Beautiful fruit. And these are the last two fruit that I had in this plant. The deers did a number on them, so they ate most of my harvest. So I am only showing you here what I got left at this time, but I've been eating here and there for the last 3 or 4 weeks because they been producing, they produce for a good time, good month. So there's another jujube plants. There's another one there that has been eaten quite a lot by the deers. So that's the reason why I have to put this fence. I just put this fence this week to keep them safe and sound from the deers. So we're gonna go to the yard and we're gonna harvest another exotic fruit in this yard. Those are my peach trees, and those peaches are big ones. Those are supposed to be 16 ounces when they got the fruit. This year, frost did damage on them, and they didn't get many peaches. As we can see, the sunflowers, they are coming down to an end. Those are just food for the honeybees back there and the birds. Some of the ground cherries. We've been picking a lot of ground cherries. Tomatoes. We're going to pick ground cherries, but those are just tomatoes. So we're gonna go into the garden. Here we're gonna find our ground cherries, and like the name says, ground cherries, they are in the ground. They are producing this small bush that you see here, and as you can see, there's lots of cherries in the ground, and you eat them when they are on the ground. If you pick them up on the plant like this, well, this is not going to be too ripe, although it looks nice to the eye, but in reality, this dark color skin already, this has been on the ground for a few days, so they're just going to be sweet and delicious. So we got ourselves a few cherries, ground cherries. You can see the peppers. Peppers are doing wonderfully. You have to come and pick them up. Oh, there's the bees. They're just drinking water. All right, so we're gonna keep going to the yard, and we're gonna go to the. As we can see that in the shade, that is my pergola, and my pergola on the top is kiwi vines. And on the bottom part of it, I keep them separate. You can see those are a jasmine vine. And this year she was late to produce her flowers, but nonetheless we enjoy them. And we don't have too much, we just gotta keep them out separate, and we get that great aroma coming out of it. Most of the bees enjoy it. Probably the honey will taste like jasmine. So inside here, and we're gonna look up to the kiwis. I know they're hard to see because they just are green like the leaves, but if you can spot them in there, I'll move the camera around. You can see the bunches. Yeah, better if I don't move too much. So the only thing about kiwis particularity is that they are green even when they ripe. So you have to kind of feel them in order for you to figure out which one is ripe. This one I can tell by experience. This one is a ripe one, and it is. It is very soft to the touch. Oops, I dropped it. Anyway, so it is very soft to the touch, and there's more here. Let's see. It's a little bit hard to grab. Okay, here we go. Oh, there you go. Nice. That came out pretty nice. All right, so we got on the floor because we dropped one, but I see there's 4 on the ground, so I'm just gonna pick them up. All right. So I'm gonna put them in here, and I'm gonna go to a spot where I can sit, and we can take a taste test of this delicious fruit. All right, so I'm gonna turn around. All right, so the last one to be picked was a kiwi, so the last one will be first and the first will be last. So what we'll do is we'll try the kiwis. So as you can see here, the kiwi are just green looking, but they are very soft. If you squeeze them, you can squeeze them. I mean, they stay dented. So, oh my goodness, this is delicious. It's like a candy, or better than a candy, because the sugars are natural sugars. So if you have kids, this is the best thing you give them instead of giving them candy. This thing is, and you don't have to spit nothing out because there's nothing hard inside. The seeds are very soft. Well, anyways, this is what it is. They call it kiwi berry. It's correct. You can grow them in the cold weather. New England, this is zone 6B. All right, so we're gonna move to the next. Otherwise, I'll be involved in the test and won't tell you what it is. Right, so this one is the ground cherry. As you see, has a little husk to be protected from the insects. So that's why, the reason why I eat my fruit like that is because it's all organic. There's no pesticide being sprayed on it. So I know it's 100% good for me. So ground cherries here. It is a very tropical flavor. It's like a pineapple and an orange together. And the color looks kind of like an orange too. But it is delicious. So easy to grow. And when you get a lot of this fruit, you leave some of them in the ground next year, you're going to have tons of plants. You don't have to worry about replanting it. So, ground cherry, just delicious. You're grabbing, you have kids coming over, or adults who love to eat natural stuff, and they'll be feasting on this thing. Now, this one here is the jujube, a Chinese fruit. The leaves of the jujube plant is also medicinal. Chinese use it for medicine for hundreds of years. But we're here to taste the fruit. Now, it's a very distinct flavor, the jujube. This variety is the Li, and it's very sweet. It's a very entertaining fruit because it's entertaining to chew on it. It's not juicy like an apple. It's kind of dry, but it still has its own juice. It's amount of juice, and it's very sweet. As you see in the middle, there's one seed, and it's very hard. and you just try your best not to bite into it. Oh man, this is really good. Alright guys, so this is my last harvest of jujubes. After that I'll be sad. But grateful that I had grown in my backyard, and you guys maybe had to do the same. If you have some little backyard or big backyard, you're not doing much if you're not growing anything in it. So your kids will love it that you were the one that provided them with this delicious exotic fruit that you're not going to find in the big box store like Stop and Shop or Walmart. You never find this. You might find it once in a great moon, but very rare. So, I guess I'm gonna be feasting on this. Well, I gotta save some. Alright guys, from Patio Frutal, like, share and subscribe, and hope you have a good evening.